Bubba said, if I'm going down, Trump's coming with me. The Clintons have just agreed to testify in front of Congress, and this can only go well for Republicans and Trump, right? Talk about playing your cards right for the Clintons here. Now, in case you hadn't been aware or had forgotten, both Bill and Hillary Clinton were subpoenaed by Congress to testify about their relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
So Hillary and Bill Clinton have both agreed on a date to come and testify before the House Oversight Committee about Jeffrey Epstein. And so the Republicans on this committee want a private, closed-door testimony.
If you needed some good news, I think that the whole dam is about to break. Bill and Hillary Clinton are set to testify about the Epstein files at the end of February, and they are fighting for this to be a live, public, televised hearing. She said, let's stop the games. These are two Yale lawyers, and they are coming to play chess, not checkers. This comes after a very calculated release of the Epstein files where they didn't even release half of them and somehow included every single mention and photo of the Clintons and nothing of Trump, even though Trump is said to be mentioned 38,000 times in those files. You could also see that they redacted the face of every woman he was with to obviously insinuate that he was participating in the same thing as Epstein. And it's been confirmed that the DOJ deliberately redacted the faces of people who weren't victims so that they could push a narrative. Like this photo where it's literally Michael and Diana's own children. Not only will we get their full sides of the story, but around the world, dozens of arrests and investigations are being conducted with people involved in the files. So the dam is cracking. As scary as this is to say, I feel hopeful that we might finally see justice done in this country. What do you guys think?
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of my share commentary. My name is Ransom Joseph. Bill and Hillary Clinton has just agreed to testify before Congress in the Epstein's investigation, and now everybody is talking about the speculation of Trump's involvement in all this. But what's the actual fact and what's rumor? Let's break it down. But before we do that, if you are seeing this video for the first time or you're coming across my channel for the first time, encourage and support me by subscribing to the channel for more interesting stories that will come up this channel. Tell me what you think about this particular video in the comment section. Like and share the video to help the channel out. You're welcome.
So Hillary Clinton's tweet, or whatever we're calling it now, about let's stop playing games, let's do this in public, and she had tagged Representative Comer. And I was on another app and I read some comments under a news story that covered that, and they said, sure, they're gonna get in public and they're gonna say, I don't recall, I don't remember, I'm taking the fifth. And I don't think so. You're not gonna put yourself in that position to answer questions in public and take the fifth or say that you don't remember. Now, is it common to not remember things? Absolutely, because people remember things differently, and maybe what was significant for me wasn't significant for somebody else. So that might not be in their long-term memory, or, you know, they might not be able to pull that. That wasn't a significant thing for them to remember. I think they know. I absolutely think they know things. I wonder if they would name names. And that's why Congress or the Oversight Committee isn't calling them in public. Because if the chairman knew that they would take the fifth or say, I don't recall, I don't remember, I'm not sure, he would absolutely call them and do it publicly so that they could embarrass themselves and say, see, this is what they did. He's not doing it because he knows they will answer questions. And I'm curious as to why Hillary's being called. Was she at the parties? Because why are they not calling the First Lady? Why are they not calling the president? I mean, when I heard another creator say that the president's name appeared more times than Harry Potter's name appeared in the Harry Potter book series, which was like 38,000 times, that the president's name has appeared like 68,000 times. I don't know. Don't come after me because I've got those statistics wrong. And what Bill Clinton got impeached for and was such a scandal and a big deal, who all is Congress protecting? Because are they protecting some of their own? Because why, if they weren't protecting their own or themselves, they would for sure impeach, wouldn't they? What are your thoughts on this? Because I think the Clintons, I think they're not going to go before and embarrass themselves by taking the fifth. And the oversight chair, he knows. He definitely knows that they're not, because he'd bring them out.
Hillary Clinton just sent a threat to James Comer over the Epstein files, and I promise you, Donald Trump is panicking. She says, for 6 months, we engaged Republicans on the Oversight Committee in good faith. We told them what we know under oath. They ignored all of it. They moved the goalpost and turned accountability into an exercise in distraction. Sort of like what they tried to do with Joe Biden. So let's stop the games. If you want this fight, James Comer, let's have it in public. You love to talk about transparency. There's nothing more transparent than a public hearing. Cameras on. We will be there.
NBC News broke the story today. I don't know if you saw it, that the Democrats are already saying, if you bring President Bill Clinton and he has to testify, we're bringing President Trump. What do you say to that?
I think they might say that, but they've already brought me. See, I've been brought. They had me indicted many times. Many times.
And the president had some surprising thoughts about former President Bill Clinton.
It bothers me that somebody's going after Bill Clinton. See, I like Bill Clinton. I still like Bill Clinton.
What do you like about him?
I liked his behavior toward me. I thought he got me. He understood me. He was the one that said very famously that you don't want to run against Trump when there were 18 people. There was 18 people, including me, total. And he kept telling them, you don't want to run against Trump. Run against anyone. Don't run against Trump. And Hillary sort of laughed at him.
Now layer this with what Trump said yesterday about how all of a sudden he likes Bill Clinton. Well. It looks like the rumors just might be true. Donald Trump in those photos with Bill Clinton may be true. Blowing Bubba, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and yeah, maybe Bill Clinton will be able to tell us all what he saw Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein doing. Yeah. I want to see it. Good job, Hillary. Good job.
Bill and Hillary Clinton have agreed to be deposed on camera at public hearings in the Epstein investigation. That should be something. Obviously, when I interviewed Ro Khanna, he said they absolutely should. I agree. So should President Trump. They should also bring him in. They should bring all these people in. But they're having them. And Hillary did this morning was like, bring it on. Like, I'm a little scared for the Republicans, honestly. And she wants cameras there. She's like, so obviously she's got something up her sleeve. And I think this woman has run out of fucks after being like whacked around. I mean, some of it is her fault, but boy, have they just, she's loaded for bear, I would say, is my feeling. And they could throw them, she's going to talk about Trump the whole time. That's what she's going to do.
I'm sorry. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are testifying. Could the Trump administration be any stupider? More stupid? And you're going to have a bunch of, trust me, there's going to be 3 or 4 moments where some idiot staffer has given a bigger idiot Republican
Comer
a stupid question. Dumb. And you are going to see one of the Clintons slap them back so silly. I literally can't. I'm not going to watch this. This is my Super Bowl. I can't wait for this.
I read yesterday on Monday, February the 2nd, that the Clintons have decided to testify to the Oversight House Committee in regard to the Epstein case. And baby, to them Clintons, I hope y'all tell it all under oath. Give us something to go and grab some popcorn, and I hope that it is live. Because, baby, I want to hear the details. And, baby, I hope that y'all don't let us down. Baby, tell it all from A to Z and Z to A. So I hope this ain't about no play, and I hope y'all really get in there and stand on business and just let the truth out, especially you, Bill. Don't let us down. Tell us every single detail. But baby, if I could be a fly on the wall, I want to hear it all. The public wants to hear it all. Let's start holding these people accountable. And let me not forget Miss Hillary Clinton, baby, you are strong. Because I know Bill done took you through a lot, and now you got to deal with this. But yes, I'm hoping that y'all tell it all. Please do not let us down.
So Hillary and Bill Clinton have both agreed on a date to come and testify before the House Oversight Committee about Jeffrey Epstein. And so the Republicans on this committee want a private closed-door testimony. This is what Hillary Clinton had to say about the closed-door testimonies. For 6 months, we engaged Republicans on the Oversight Committee in good faith. We told them what we know under oath. They ignored all of it. They moved the goalposts and turned accountability into an exercise in distraction. So let's stop the games. If you want this fight, Representative James Comer, let's have it in public. You love to talk about transparency. There's nothing more transparent than a public hearing. Cameras on. We will be there. Honestly, there's nothing more transparent than a public hearing with all Americans watching. So why are the Republicans afraid for them to speak in public? Is it because they won't be able to control the narrative and spin it to their agenda? Or is it because they might say some names that the DOJ is actively protecting? I think it's both. I might have a little bit more faith in the DOJ if the FBI director did not come out and say that there is no evidence that there are co-conspirators in the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking, and also Pam Bondi, when she said the files were on her desk, and they are actively redacting things that they should not be redacting, like people's emails. I've seen some insane emails that are disgusting. They've redacted the person who sent those emails, which, by the way, is actively breaking the law. They are not supposed to be redacting anything but the survivors. And hell, they're not even doing that because I found a whole file of nothing but nude females.
So while I'm reading that Bill and Hillary Clinton are preparing to testify before Congress, watch something like insane happen. Watch Hillary have to be hospitalized. Watch Bill Clinton all of a sudden just get off on the earth. Like, these elites really don't want all this information getting out. I really hope that if this is actually happening, because they said the deposition is supposed to happen in late February on 2 separate days. I really hope that it's 100% factual. And it's like, I don't know if y'all remember, but Hillary had those emails. Like, this whole Pizzagate stuff, that really started with her. And then all that Wayfair stuff, all that stuff originated from Pizzagate. So literally, it was those emails. So I think she might be more a part of this than we actually thought, you know. What I do feel like is that boy Jeff was like the ringleader of it all. There were like so many subcutaneous groups going on that everybody was just truly inspired by the work of Jeffrey. So we're gonna see if this is actually gonna be like factual. Like, I need it to be in depth. I don't know if it's gonna even be streamed live, but you know, like, there are some reporters on this app who are actual real reporters who will report stuff while it's happening in the courtroom, whatever. But I really hope that this is, again, true, 100% factual. I really hope that they ultimately say everything that went on, because this needs to be blown out the water. Like, this is like a whistleblower. This is Snowden. This is OceanGate, whatever the first Watergate was. This is like literally like one of the biggest scandals right now of the mid 2020. You know, like the whole 2020. So literally, like, this is like so important.
Bubba said, if I'm going down, Trump's coming with me. The Clintons have just agreed to testify in front of Congress, and this can only go well for Republicans and Trump, right? Talk about playing your cards right for the Clintons here. Now, in case you hadn't been aware or had forgotten, both Bill and Hillary Clinton were subpoenaed by Congress to testify about their relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. They did not comply with that subpoena, saying that Congress didn't have the authority to do so. Well, in the meantime, 3 million more files were released, and Donnie Boy's name is all over them, including numerous heinous allegations directly naming Donald Trump and members of his family. And yes, I know you're going to say, but Bill Clinton's in there too. We know, but the thing is, both Bill and Hillary know how to handle congressional hearings, and they are going to redirect this back on Trump. Trump is far more involved with Jeffrey Epstein and the cover-up of these files than Bill or Hillary ever was. And if we're talking about Hillary Clinton testifying in front of Congress, Do you remember how well that went last time for Republicans? I mean, we all remember the famous image. Like this. How much do you want to bet we're going to get something like that again? But again, if Bubba's going down, Donnie Boy's going with him.
Hi, welcome back and thank you for watching the video. So the former President of the United States of America, Bill Clinton, and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has agreed to testify before the Oversight Committee of Congress for the congressional investigation on the sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. So this comes week after negotiation and threats of votes to hold them contempt for failing to come before the Congress and testify, and they are scheduled to have a closed door deposition at the end of this month, February. Bill will do his on 27th, while Hillary will do her own on 26th of February this month, though they have pushed for a public hearing, but instead of that, they are getting a private deposition. There is no verified fact that they say that as long as they are coming to testify, that if they have to go down, that Donald Trump will also go down to that. There's no verified fact concerning this. These are just speculations circulating online and all social media platforms trying to create theories that are valueless. However, some committees have suggested that this could put pressure to them as well, because they are going to try to come out clear to protect their own name. I really thank you for watching the video, and like I said before, if you're seeing the video for the first time or you're coming across my channel for the first time, encourage and support me by subscribing to this channel for more interesting stories and content like this to pop up your screen. Tell me what you think about this particular video in the comment section. Like and share the video to spread the information. You're welcome.